Our goal in putting on the safari is to expose our customers to the European technology and the European sawmills, the Finnish culture, our company, and just give them an overall understanding of what we do here in Europe that might be a little different than what we do in North America. On this trip we started out in Estonia where we visited two HewSaw R200s. The first one was a 1.1 machine, the second one an 8.1 machine. So these were both single pass machines. From there we came across to Finland and we went to JPJ Wood, which is one of our SL250 2.2 lines, so a multi-unit line. After that we visited Vilppula Sawmills, which is one of our flagship mills. It's an SL250 3.4 line and it's relatively new and it's one of the top lines we have in the world. And we also went to Sawmill, which is a SL250 3.3 line, also fairly new.
We came here as Ecom to get a little bit. We're running already 4 HewSaws in our group, so we always want to be on the edge of the technology. So we want to see what they're doing different here, what we can implement on our equipment, on our process. I think they do very well from the conception, from the basic. You said everything is well thinking in the design of their mill. Everything is well as far as even at the cleaning. All the maintenance side of it, they're pretty strong from my point of view. Everything is well thinking and well designed. As far as all the operate the mill, you can, as you see, most of the mill they're going to be run with very few people and still very efficient, not a lot of downtime. So that's good to see that, and the stuff that we have to learn from that.
The first thing I come in here to see the sawmill in Europe. I want to see the difference between Canada and Europe, and I want to know why it's not the same process in Europe and in Canada. Because of the wood, I think it's the difference. It's not the same operation, but I think the thinking, if you look the equipment, the thinking it's the same, but it's not the same process because you want maximize each log, and in Canada you want maximize the production.
The biggest difference would be log sorting. In Europe, they typically do anywhere from 40 to 80 bins, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little bit less. So with the sort bins, we can reduce the gap and put more production through the machine. So it's quite an advantage. In North America, we are starting to see more sort bins, but typically we're doing what we call hybrid, where it's maybe 6 sort bins and we're also reducing the gap. So it can be quite an advantage to do that. Also, the other thing most sawmillers from North America have found visiting our mills here is they're running a lot more SKUs or a lot more products than we run. For example, our mills would typically be 2x4, 2x6, 2x8, maybe 2x10. Here in Europe, you'll also find a lot of metric sizes, 19 mil, 21 mil, 21.5 mil, and then the equivalent of 2x4, 2x6, 2x8, plus a variety of other sizes. So they're definitely cutting more sizes than we are. I think any of these aspects could be implemented in Canada, and again, that's one of the main reasons we do this trip, so that our sawmills can pick up some new ideas, and we hope at the end of the day they go home and they do put some European touches in their mills.